Today on Tikifire Toy Reviews, Marvel Legends Deathlok from 2005. Hello, Tikifire here with another Tikifire Toy Review, and today I'm reviewing a figure from 2005. This is a 6-inch Marvel Legends Deathlok action figure. It says there he's superposable, 39 points of articulation. Comes with a bonus 32-page comic book. And if you collect all 7 Galactus series figures, you can build your own 16-inch Galactus, which we're working on. I don't know what his measurement is right now. We got his legs and his lower torso here. So, pretty cool. And we're working our way up on Galactus here, because you want to start out with a good, strong foundation, you know. And his chest piece is in this package, so very cool. So, Deathlok. A guy I don't really know all that much about, to be honest. And I know that in the comics, he's a guy who gets turned into a cyborg. And at first, they want him to, be an assassin, I think. But then he rebels against their programming or whatever. And I believe he becomes a hero at some point. I know in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the TV show, he's a pretty cool character in that. And he's a recurring character in that. He's not one of the main characters, but he does show up occasionally. Alright, so look on the back. Let's take a look at him. Power Grid, Intelligence. He has a 5. This is the smartest character so far out of all the ones we've looked at. And we've looked at Nightcrawler, Deathlok, Bullseye, and War Machine so far. Interesting. Strength, 4. He's stronger than anybody else we've encountered so far. Interesting. Speed, 2. He's right in the middle of the pack. Durability, 2. He's right in the middle of the pack. You think as a cyborg, with all the metal parts, he'd be a little more durable. I don't know. Energy projection, none. I guess because he carries a weapon around. And then fighting skills, whoa, he's got a 5. And let's look at the back. It says, Luther Manning grew up in an alternate timeline in which Roxxon's nth command had succeeded in Operation Purge, extra-dimensionally banishing the superheroes of Earth. Subsequent efforts by Roxxon to take over the world instead plunged it into chaos. Manning was a U.S. Army colonel, wounded in combat, and rebuilt by Harlan and Simon Riker into a cyborg intended for their control. Now known as Deathlok, he broke free from them, eventually defeating Simon Riker. Deathlok then met the rebel leader Godwolf, who sent him back in time to remove him from the notice of Harlan Riker. Now the powerful cyborg. Hellinger. That's a fun name. Alright, so there's Deathlok. There's his story, I guess. Alright. Yeah, the one in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is quite a bit different than that, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to take Deathlok out and the part of Galactus there, and then we'll take a closer look at them both. Okay, did anybody ever tell you to be careful with 10-year-old plastic toys? Well, I just broke Deathlok's arm trying to get it to turn the way the other one did. And I'm not sure if it looks like it was supposed to, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, some of these joints are really rigid, and this thing just snapped off. So I'm going to have to super glue it back on, and I'm just going to super glue it in the position I think it'll look the best, and maybe I'll show you that after I get done with that. But here's the Galactus chest piece. That's kind of cool. Here's what it looks like from the back, and we're going to snap it onto his body here. There's just a little piece inside there where it snaps on. It's not too tight. And so now we have the body and feet, well, legs and feet of Galactus. So, pretty cool. And yes, it's a bummer. I'm trying to be careful with these things, but as far as figures go, I wish that hadn't snapped. I wish it had just turned the way it was supposed to, but oh well. As you can see here, it's supposed to rotate all the way around. But instead, when I was rotating it, evidently, I was just twisting away at the rubber, at the plastic, hard rubber, whatever this is made out of. Resin, I guess. I don't know. And I broke it. So I'm going to have to glue that back on and just hope for the best. One cool thing about him is Deathlok does look really cool. And he's got this gun, which is stuck to his chest. And it's got a little notch here where you can put it in his hand. And then a little hole here where you can stick it in the gun, and then it's supposed to, yeah, go out like that. So, yeah, I'll have to fix that. Yay! Okay. Well, he is a robot, cyborg, whatever, so I guess you can just put some replacement parts on. Anyhow, he does have a ton of articulation. He's very similar to the other Toy Biz Marvel Legends line figures. He is really cool. He's kind of Terminator looking, I would say. So that's kind of neat. He does have the foot articulation where his feet bend up. Hand articulation like the other ones, except his fingers don't really bend. His hand just hinges there at the middle. Does turn at the waist, bends up and down. His head will look up and down. And he's got this weird backpack thing on. And that's a bummer that his arm broke. But hey, 10-year-old toy, I guess you got to be careful. I'll be more careful next time I got a joint that's not working correctly. So, thanks for watching, and please check out my other videos and check out my other reviews. And if you've got a 10-year-old toy like this one, just be careful when you got those joints that don't want to move the way they're supposed to move, because you might just snap it off. And that's a bummer. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Please check out all my other videos and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.